Well, I'm headed out to public land. It's about noon. I figure with the heat and the possibility of rain, I'm gonna go scout out a couple areas that I was around last year. Maybe find a new area to set up. Maybe if I'm lucky, kick up a bedded buck or something. I know where there's a lot of standing water and vernal ponds. With the heat that we're having right now, it's a good possibility that there's some bucks laying around these ponds. Hoping that since it's about noon, and the last 2 times that I drove through there was maybe one hunter in there, so maybe I'll have the whole property to myself, or at least the area that I'm going to be walking through, so I don't have to worry about getting poked in the back. I'm going to try to scout around. Got the old ghillie suit. This thing's so tore up. Found a new one for sale. Well, it's a used one at a second-hand store for 65 bucks. I think I'm going to go up and talk to him tomorrow, see if I can't do some trading and wheeling and dealing. It's one of the real deal ghillie suits, and I feel like I gotta have it. Hopefully you guys are having more luck than I'm having. I haven't even seen a single deer since I've been out in the woods, but it happens. That's why we call it hunting, right? And it's still early. We're on day 2, so still got a lot of season left behind or ahead, and I don't mind. I like being out in the woods. Even with this little thin thing on and just a long sleeve shirt, I'm burning up here, but get out there in the woods and it's a little breezy, which is, I think, I'm hoping is going to be to my advantage with the breeze stalking in the woods. Hopefully I can sneak up on something, but at the very most I'll find a couple of areas I'll be able to post up this season and maybe find some signs, some early buck signs. Still hearing from a few people that they've got bachelor groups still together, so who knows. Not been a lot of signs of bucks around this year from people local to me, so I know they're out there. I've got itty bitty babies on camera and mamas, plenty of does, and at some point if they break up or as we get closer to that rut and their hormones start boosting up, they'll be there. Well, till then, good luck, guys. Sacred Chaos Outdoors as always. Alright guys, we're out here at public land. I'm gonna make my way through, kind of look for some signs down by some standing water that's always there. With this heat, maybe I'll kick up a bedded buck near one of them or something. Really just kind of doing some scouting. I got some pretty decent wind. That way I can kind of stalk through here. I know several of the areas. This is where I hunted, and I had a big buck last year that I kept getting on camera. And the sneaky guy would come to my stand about 10 minutes after I left every evening. I know they're here. I found some big deadheads. Ran into a couple other archers last year that said they had some pretty big bucks that just couldn't get them into range. But here we go. My wind died down. You're right. somebody's old trail marker. I say old because it's got some rust on it. This area right here kind of leads down. There's a little valley down here. There's some standing water down there. And then on up, there's one that goes down there. There's another one in front. And then the last one at the end of the property down that way. At least on this side of the hill. Big old squirrel right there in front of me. Sure to get my heart pumping. Little sucker. Speaking of, attack of the rabbit squirrels. Well, Jesse, I made it to Heart Attack Hill. Your favorite spot in this whole piece of property. Yeah. Kind of growed up, but that was the tree you were leaning on. And I see there's been some destructive folks in here. Hinge cutting trees and trying to cut this thing down. Leaving trash. Go figure, I'll have to come back with the kids. We'll get some of this trash picked up. That's a shame, we got all this beautiful property. People pack all their stuff in to camp, but they can't pack it out. So, all the way down there, there's a little pond. And a creek runs right through here. All the way back down to the lake, Robinson Lake. That's in the middle of this preserve. And this is the terrain. This is a pretty steep hill. And right down here is where that big buck was last year. I first saw him down here. It was at the beginning of the ride. Brushing up on some trees. Chasing a couple of does right down here at this flat. So I went down and pushed up to the edge where there's a grassy marsh before the creek, and I sat up there. And never seen him during daylight. But literally 10 minutes after I left in the evenings, he would come right to my seat. That's why they call it hunting. Somewhere down in this flat. Sounds like a buck scraping his horns on something. Well, it's starting to rain, which I don't mind because it's kind of cooling it down some. I just wanted to show you this lovely hill. I'm going to slow stalk my way back out. Not seeing any rubs, any scrapes in the areas they were last year, but I'm pretty sure I heard a deer back here in this thicket rubbing something off of his horns, rubbing something off of his antlers, horns. Yep, and I'm going to catch him. And it sounded like something spooking. So I moved down through here slowly in the wind. Nothing was going on, so lots of trails. You can find a couple of drinking spots and some beds down in here. But other than that, I've not seen any deer. Now up and out. Well, got some scouting done. Walked around for about 2.5 hours. Didn't kick up any deer. Pretty sure I heard a buck rubbing, and then something spooked me. It's pretty windy and got a lot of walnuts falling around, but only sign I saw were footprints and a lot of trails, some beds. No scrapes or rubs or anything of that sort yet, but we're still pretty early. All in all, I got out in the woods today, got some fresh air, got to enjoy this beautiful life that's God given us. Take every day as a blessing. You guys be safe out there this evening and every day forward. God bless.